Hi there. Today we're going to talk about the perfume Aventus from Creed. This perfume is known as the king of perfumes. And if you go to the Creed website, what they're trying to evoke from this is the life of an emperor, the life of a king, a person who's driven, riding in the wind. So that's the kind of imagery that pops out when you read the description given for Aventus. Does it live up to its expectation? Let's find out. But first, looking at the presentation, it comes in a nice box with the emblem of the House of Creed. It says since 1760, a good touch over here. And inside there's a nice leaflet about the founders of Creed and some history behind it. So I think decent box. Could have been much maybe thicker for something cardboardy or even solid for the price they're charging, but I'm okay with this. And coming to the bottle is nice, beautiful looking bottle, just like the other Creed bottles. And this batch that I got is batch number F000387. I know batches are a big thing in the Creed community, so this is F000387. This one comes with a metal cap, very solid, heavy cap, and it's a nice smell. I just keep taking whiffs of this whenever I open this. So yeah, nice looking bottle. Presentation is great. I love this. Okay, the reason I bought this scent was because this batch F000387 and F00038889, they have been receiving a little bit of hype in the market. As you know, Creed, the earlier batches were supposed to be more potent, more strong, and it seems that after 2016 the batches got watered down. So people were happy that Creed is going back to its older self, creating a strong perfume with this. That's why I bought this. Initially I had a sample of Aventus around 7-8 years back, and it was good. It was very fruity, but it didn't perform well, so I didn't make the leap. But for this one I just bought it, going by the hype. Let's see how it looks. First we'll start with the scent profile. It's a beautiful smell, just going off the the nostril. So looking at the notes of Aventus, what we find on the website of Creed is, in the top notes there's lemon, pink pepper, apple, bergamot, and blackcurrant. And in middle notes you have pineapple, and there's jasmine and patchouli. And in the base notes there's birch, ambergris, cedarwood, oak moss, and musk. Okay, so a fruity scent with a woody background, and also a musky, oak mossy nature. Let's see how it sprays like. Let's look at the opening now. Very nice blast, very nice blast. A lot of mist comes. I'm just going to do 2 sprays. Now, I've been testing this perfume over the last 1 week, and I've been using it extensively. Right, you can see that the bottle was almost full, and I think I'll run out of this very soon. And the reason I was doing that is just to test the performance, the longevity. But coming to the smell itself, it's beautiful. It's very it's a beautiful smell. You get all those citrusy, the pineapple vibe right in the start, like everyone knows. And it's a little bit balsamic as well, in a good way. It's not off-putting. So very beautiful opening. And this kind of opening, if someone smells you right in the start, in the first 5-10 minutes, it's going to create a very good impression. They're going to give you compliments on this. So opening is beautiful, good quality opening. After some time, what happens when it starts drying down a little bit? What happens is the birch starts kicking in. Okay, so birch, you get a slightly burnt smell, and that balances the fruitiness. It's a very beautiful face also. The dry down is also very beautiful, especially the mid of the dry down. And towards the end of the dry down, I pick up a lot of oak moss and also ambergris. So the ambergris, that saltiness is there from the mid dry down to the late dry down, but you can also get that oak mossy kind of a vibe also coming from it. Somehow I do not pick up musk. Maybe I need more time with it, but I do not pick up musk. So for me, it's the citrus, the fruity nature of the pineapple, which is there throughout. Then after some time, the birch comes in, and towards the end, you get your oak moss and the ambergris. So beautiful composition. 10 out of 10 for the scent profile. In fact, the scent profile is so common that there are so many other perfumes, based out of this, trying to replicate what Aventus has created. In that regard, this is a legend. It's created that scent profile that everybody wants. So you have Armaf with Club de Nuit, Intense Man, then there's Nishane. Many houses have tried to create this particular scent profile. Now coming to the performance. Performance is where I'm truly disappointed. This is not my first Creed bottle. My first Creed bottle was Green Irish Tweed. Then my second bottle was Creed Viking Cologne, and this one is my all-time favorite, probably my top 5 perfumes of all time. My favorite Creed, and this one is signature worthy. Now both these bottles, Viking Cologne and even Green Irish Tweed, they perform very well for me. They create a nice scent bubble. The scent bubble lasts for 4 to 5 hours. Sometimes it lasts well on skin, on clothes, even much longer. And during that entire duration, both these scents are pushing. So when I bought this, and with my expectation based on Green Irish Tweed, Viking Cologne, and also the hype created in the internet on this particular, the recent batches, I thought this is going to give out a very good longevity, very good projection. Not a beast, but at least on par with Green Irish Tweed or even Viking Cologne. But that's where my expectations were not met, because this one doesn't perform well at all on my skin. So I've been using it extensively. I'm going multi sprays. I'm going sometimes even 10 sprays at a time on my clothes, on my hands, on my neck. But it's good for the first 1 hour. But after that, I don't know what happens. The scent doesn't push out enough. Now it could be the case that I'm going nose blind to it, and that happens sometimes. There are scents wherein you go nose blind, but even in scents where you're going nose blind to, after some time, you remove your shirt and you put it down, and then you walk into a room, you're still going to get that whiffs from that particular shirt. Or after 5 hours or 6 hours, you're going to get some whiff of that, some reminder that the scent is on you. But with this one, I was not getting that. Okay, so even if my shirt was there outside, I come back after the next day and I try to see if there's any hint of Aventus. It's not there. So I'm not very sure whether I'm going nose blind to the scent, or the scent itself is not pushing too much, because it's a very costly buy, right? You pay quite a lot for this, but is it really worth it is the question. I'm disappointed because I wanted it to perform at least as good as Viking Cologne or Green Irish Tweed, but so far no, I'm not getting that experience. Second thing is, one other factor I feel is, some sense what happens is, initially the performance is weak, but as you start using the fragrance and you let the bottle breathe, get more air into the bottle, let it breathe a little bit more, then they start performing, projecting much better. So what I am planning to do is just let it sit for maybe 2 or 3 months, or keep using it in the interim, but then after 3 or 4 months I'll come back in the comment and I'll post how it performs. Has the performance increased or not, or is it still performing the same? But now, for the time being, I feel I'm disappointed with the performance. Creed should have done much better with the performance, given the price they're charging for this. Now, occasions to wear, this is the king of perfumes for a reason, because it's so versatile. You can wear it any time of the day, in the morning, in the evening. It could be a formal occasion, it could be a casual occasion. So you can rock this anytime. And the scent is so classy, I feel. Though there are many clones out of it, I still feel this scent is very unique, only that it doesn't perform that much. But versatility wise, I think very good. 10 out of 10 for that, 10 out of 10 for the scent profile as well. Age group, I would say, again, anyone can rock this. It's such a universal fragrance that it can be worn from people in their 20s to, well into their, there's no upper age limit. Anybody can wear this particular fragrance. Now, is this a blind buy? I would say it is a blind buy, but is it a worthy blind buy? I don't know. Because see, I have scents such as, Nishane Hachiwat. Though it's not exactly the same profile, but you still get that pineapple blast and the oak moss dry down. This one performs like crazy, okay? Whenever I wear it, people notice this, okay? And this is probably what, 1/4 the cost or 1/3 the cost. This is a worthy blind buy. Then you have scents such as Club de Nuit Intense Man. There's a EDT version. I cannot compare the scent profile because this one is damn cheap. I think it's probably 1/10 the cost of this. But still, for the money that you're paying, this one punches quite a bit. It performs really well. It garners a lot of compliments. The only drawback is the scent is not as smooth. It's got a lot of rough corners. So if you're okay with that, you can go for this instead of this. And you also have Club de Nuit Intense Man Pure Perfume. Now this one has a disappointing performance, but still the scent profile is there, and it's probably again 1/8 the cost of Aventus. So definitely not I'd say a worthy blind buy. Though the scent profile, no one can dislike it. It's so appealing, so pleasing, but I just wish that it performed much better. So let me know what you think about this particular fragrance. Do you have any one of those new batches, the F380s or 390s? If so, how are they performing? Drop in a comment on this. Okay. See you again in the next review. Take care. Bye.